We got the media team in here. We're the media
We're the
team.
media team. We got content. TV's in the go. We got TV in the go, Wack.
You looking for that fire Clubhouse content? Well, you need to subscribe to the home. Hey, yo, Clubhouse TV. Let's get to the content.
That's a good one.
Spin the block.
Yo, Skywalker, you don't got no good questions to dig in, bro?
Shit, you know me.
He asked what Adam, and Adam told the world, nigga, they wanted to cease and desist.
No, what I was
They wanted
saying
to
was
cease and desist.
No, forget
What
the
I was
Adam
saying-
joint, bro. Forget the Adam joint.
I mean, they
Skywalker,
wanted
go to
to
something else.
cease and desist letter, bro. He told the world they wanted the cease and desist letter from the loose cannon big use. That's all they wanted.
Yeah, I was just wondering why would they want it? I could care less of the
I
Adam
don't know
shit.
why. How would I know why they
use
want it?
that? Or, I mean, what ways are they trying to use that cease and desist order, and who they trying to use it against?
Well, I don't know. They just said they wanted the letter. I don't know what they can get. The cease and desist letter don't mean nothing. The only thing means something is the content.
No, I get it, but I was always curious about that period. Why would he even send a cease and desist order?
Well, you
if there's
send a
nothing
cease and
there?
desist letter when you send a cease and desist letter on some.
Was it for the fake audio he had, or video, or was it because y'all was running
Well, I
content
guess
on
he
it?
sent it. I guess that's what he was saying. He's saying it was. Yeah, that was his basis. His basis was he was lying on him, right? So I tell Luce, I said, well, shit. The only way to fight it is to produce it. You gotta produce it.
But to this day, I don't think he ever showed that video. I thought he was gonna show that on the episode.
He never produced it. He never produced it. So
what was he showing y'all on that phone then? He kept saying, look, it's right here. What is he kept showing people?
He had bro, that was on the internet too. He had a screenshot. I'm like, bro, screenshot ain't gonna work. Niggas make that. He had a screenshot. And niggas are like, bro, that ain't gonna work. Niggas make that. Nigga, well, you say you got the recorded video, right? On camera, right? Okay, well, you gotta produce it. I told him that day one. I said they gonna use that shit against you for the rest of your life. You gotta produce it. Where it's at.
And see that, and that's why with his charges, that's why I don't understand. It's either he, I thought more so his charges was from the situation that no jumper, but then I started to think all of this implications. You keep saying you did this to this person, this to this person on camera.
He got one charge,
like,
bro.
No, I get it. I get it.
He got one charge. He got a robbery. That's it. He got one charge.
That's from the Jake Reed situation?
Nah, bro, I'm done talking to you. You got to stop telling me you read something if you ain't read nothing, bro.
I didn't read nothing. I'm reading what he said, what I saw.
Go read an indictment, bro. Like y'all got y'all want to ask questions, bro. That's cool, but y'all got to go read the indictment before you ask questions, because it'd be like, bro, what you talking about is right.
I mean, he said so much stuff, and
bro, it don't matter what a nigga said. I can tell you, I robbed a Mercedes-Benz dealer, I robbed Petco, I jacked a Domino's pizza, man. I can say all that, but if the indictment say I'm arrested for the distribution of cocaine, well, the rest of the shit you talking about I said don't matter.
Right.
Read
and that's the point of what I'm saying. If none of that is not true, that's his defense.
Bro, you gotta read the indictment, bro. Like, just read the indictment here, man. Read the indictment. Then based off the indictment's gonna tell you what they're using, bro. That's it. They got to read the indictment. 75 pages, real quick. Loose cannon on page, 18, 19.
Yeah, but you can go to the search bar at the top and type in search and type in loose cannon name, and then you'll see everywhere his name was mentioned.
I think I know which one it is. I remember now.
Yeah, I just put it at the top. I
got the file. He just sent it to me too. I think I know which one it is. It's just so I just was trying to figure out, but now that I got
He's still not gonna read it.
Who ain't gonna read it? I could tell you right now what it's for. I just have to think about it.
I can't. Nah, you just said
I can tell you right now what it's for. For whatever money you want to pay, I can
bro.
tell you right now what I think he getting indicted for.
But it's
Why you
43
saying what
counts,
you
so
think when you
I
got
doubt
it
you
in
know.
Because
front of you?
I was trying to figure out which one it was. So many of them. He said he
So many
did.
what?
But now I know which one it is. It's the dispensary one.
Yeah, that's it. That's his only
Right.
charge.
Yeah, this wild though, man. That's all I can say, man. I'm just watching this shit play out.
Yeah, but here go the crazy part about it, right? Y'all, this shit from like 3-4 years ago. You know that, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this ain't nothing that like just occurred.
But this is the way this shit has hit. It just hit like a this shit hit like damn the Rampart scandal.
Huh?
Shit.
Hey, well,
Yeah,
bro,
this shit is
bro,
everywhere.
do you know what an investigation is?
Yes.
Okay, so what happens before the arrest?
Research.
Okay, well, nigga, there you go. It's 4 years of it. They ran it all the way up till March 14th. They was taking extortion money up to March 14th. Literally. The feds was actually giving the nigga the extortion money to pay all the way up to March 14th. Literally, nigga.
Yeah, that's amazing.
You got
Hey, like,
January 2021 to March 14th, 2025 was the investigation.
yo, daylight, what's the word?
Man, just some more of it. Yo, I got a question. Wack probably know this better than anybody. Has any of them niggas ever had any Fed action before? Or they've all just been in the state?
Nah, all of them been in state. None of them been to the feds.
Yeah, that's why they don't really understand. None of them seem to understand the complexities of a fucking RICO conspiracy. And they kind of, when you got niggas calling in like that, like I don't know anybody in their right mind who got that type of heat
Man.
over their head and calling trying to make content for anything, bro. Like you not explaining shit. Even when I did a video about this nigga Big U when he did the surrender video, and I'm just like, bro, are you trying to prove yourself innocent in the court of public opinion?
Yeah,
When you
that's
got the
not
feds on your ass, like, and surely enough, in the 43
they booked
in
it.
the new indictment,
They booked it.
they mentioned the video, but they mentioned the video in a way like you're trying to intimidate niggas through the phone to not talk to people who you have a problem with or that might be working on the case or whatever. Like they gonna take that as you sending a loose threat. All puns intended on the loose part.
Yeah, pretty
But
much.
it's like, and then you got Bricc baby calling or whatever and shit. Now the investigation started in 2021. This nigga then
2021,
sat
let's be
here,
honest.
yeah, but this nigga sat here and said all this shit happened on November 2020 when they let Blue Jesus out the county. Like, you understand what I'm saying? So it's like, once the nigga doing that,
No,
now,
What
look,
the
because
fuck?
now at this point, look at this, bro. If the investigation started in 2021, now you just sat here and extended this after you seen that they just did bro, they superseded that nigga Big U so fast. The ink didn't dry on the first one. And loose cannon on both indictments. You understand what I'm saying? He's on the one with the 18 other, and then he on this new shit.
Yeah. What you think
You know what I'm
about that
saying?
though, bro? Like,
no, no, I
how you
gotta
figure that?
correct you right there. I correct you. Because what they did was it looked like everybody they rounded up for whatever they rounded up for. There's a bunch of us on there that we don't know
Yeah, it
why
was
they on there.
19. It
The
was
original
19.
complaint always had 7 to 8. The indictment and the complaint is a reflection of each other. Nobody was added and nobody was dropped. So all them 19 people, it was always 7 to 8. That was it.
Yeah, because it showed 19 on the whole wanted list and the photos, but then on the actual indictment, like
It
Brick
was
Baby
always
wasn't on there.
even on the complaint, Brick Baby was never
Yeah,
on there.
the complaint. That's what I'm talking
And
about.
the
He wasn't
indictment,
never on
both
there.
of them was just 7 to 8. So I don't know if they just kind of did that to make that shit look a little crazy. That you know what I'm saying? But it's 7 to 8 people. Let me see. You got Big U, you got Monty, you got the other older lady that's 51. You got Bear Claw, you got Hop, you got Robertson, you got Loose Cannon. That's 7. It's 7 people.
Yo,
Yeah,
I
that
did
shit was
remember
wild.
seeing something where that nigga 600 had said that most of the people who they like snapped up or had on that list, like niggas been already walked. You know what I mean? Or I didn't get into the reason why, but
Everybody is already out but 3. Loose Cannon, Big U, and Brick Baby. And wait, Brick ain't even on the RICO, but on that whole 19, everybody else is on the street.
yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, the brick baby shit or whatever, like his shit just got confusing because I mean that whole. But now I kind of
Brick
felt like I
Baby's in
understood
there
why they
because
didn't.
he was a victim.
Because of
He
the
was being extorted.
oh shit,
Yeah, he was
damn.
being extorted. It's in the work. He was. That's why Brick Baby knew that he knew in 2023 in June the RICO was coming.
Yeah,
Yeah,
when he
because
went to
that's why
jail
they
for that
didn't pick
gun,
up.
right?
It wasn't
Yeah,
the yeah when he was talking about the DAV joint.
that nigga told the nigga sticker. He said, "Hey, it's a RICO coming, but it ain't a 6-0 RICO. It's a big U RICO. But we don't know what this nigga talking about. He
How
named the
was
Vegas and we
And if
all the
you
shit, but we don't know what this nigga talking about. We like, what is this nigga talking
hey, but
about?
what
yeah?
you know when that nigga Brick Baby was crashing out with the nigga 600 and shit, and they had that conversation with academics. Academics went on the sidebar shit and said, "Hey, chat, you know this sounds like the start of a nice Rico." So I mean, this shit was
Ain't
kind of
no,
laid
but
out.
that wasn't the start of nothing because
No,
it
I'm not
already
saying it
been.
was the start, but what I'm saying is that it was already out there because this is 2024. What I'm saying is the 2023 when he was saying that he got the DA reject
That
wasn't
was
no
cap.
DA reject.
That was a
It
cap.
wasn't no DA reject. It
It
was
never
just the
made it to
fact
the
that
state.
we know that the state, we know that, look, they said it was the task force, right? So like this whole Operation Drawdown. So they participated, you know what I mean, it was a combination of federal and local law enforcement.
Yeah.
Meaning that they were working closely enough that if that nigga caught an assault rifle charge and it's 2023 and they've already been in this investigation about 2 years, almost 3, they're not gonna blow that whole case or whatever and shit just to pin a rifle charge on this nigga. You understand what I'm saying?
Nah, you missing the
Especially if
point,
he in
bro.
the
They
mix
wouldn't
or
have
some
been
shit.
blowing a. See,
Right,
this
because
was
he
shit
got
you
out on
misconstrued.
that
They
gun
wouldn't have
charge.
been. They wouldn't have been blowing a whole nothing. What you missing is they had him down as a victim. He was getting extorted too. So when they pulled that nigga in there, they only told him about what was going on because he on the side of being the victim. They press play. They let that nigga hear what Big U was saying about it. We gonna press his bitch ass nigga to pay. Move who? Oh yeah, he gotta pay. Right? They let him hear all that. For them to tell him, yeah, it's a Big U RICO coming down in 2023, and us we reading that paperwork, and it shows that they made Brick Baby come pay them. He was a victim, bro. Then they talked to him like he was a victim. And he talked back like he was a victim. Big U and them got Brick hot. They, they ain't nothing named who he robbed and the setup of the robbery. They only know about his robbery because Big U and them was talking about it on, yo, man, you heard that nigga Brick lick somebody. Is that right? Yeah, the nigga had his nigga called his plug and they robbed. Oh, Brick got to pay. Tell him he got to bring some of that over here ASAP.
How he get out on
And
that gun charge though?
that's what I've been telling people. I've been saying that he been lying. Y'all been hearing me. You know what I'm saying? That you been around here 21 months free talking about you don't know what I'm talking about.
I always wondered that because I heard what's the name say Adam gave him some money and he kept the money, but I was like, so then how
That
did he
was
get out?
because he lied to Adam and said he needed bail money, but they bonded him out on his signature.
Yeah, I'm reading through this work. It's already crazy, man.
You
I
ain't
don't
read
know.
all that work that quick. You better gotta
No,
read the
I'm
work.
reading through it as we speak, but I multitask. What I'm saying is that this shit look crazy as hell. I mean, he could cop out. I mean,
Bro, that's
from my
75
understanding.
pages. Ain't no way you ain't even read 30 of
No,
them.
I haven't even. It's super interesting from the first 2 pages. But
Yeah,
what
but
I'm saying
you
is,
ain't, bro. You don't know what you talk. You gotta read the work, bro. telling you, you got to read it because what you think you know, you don't know. You got to read it.
I mean, so far so good. This is accusations. I mean, this is all. I mean, they got to prove
Ain't
all
no
of this.
accusation. They got 30 pages of wiretaps. You mean accusations when the Fed is giving them extortion, getting extorted the money to pay the extorter. What did you talk about? You got to read the work. That's not an
for
accusation.
years.
For years, that's not an accusation. They didn't bug that place, y'all meeting, rendezvous, and talking. That's not an accusation. Read the work, bro. Y'all come in here and y'all wop, 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 and it's like the work right there. They always say, bro, you want to hide something from put it in the book. For you to tell us these are accusations, you ain't read the work. No way you read that work.
Yeah, they definitely got wiretaps, and they got over 50 witnesses. Crazy part is like what's coming out is that I guess a lot of people in that neighborhood didn't really like Vic U. So even though people try to portray that
Slow down,
he was
Chuck.
doing
Slow
this and
down,
that,
Chuck. Slow down, Chuck.
Yeah.
You remember back August 2023?
mm-hmm.
I said, yo, they just hit the nigga house 6 this morning. Wack, how you know that? His neighbors told me. They don't like that nigga over there.
Yeah, but it's crazy though because that's like, bro, how you get 50
How you
witnesses?
think
What
600
the
knew they hit
fuck?
his house?
Somebody called him.
They called. They told he woke me up. R&B would wake me up about 7 in the morning. I said, bro,
Yeah, it was like 6 in the morning.
yeah, I said, bro, don't jump out there with that shit on the internet. You better go check. He said, you right. I'm finna drive over there. See, it might feed you some poison. Go check. And he drove over there.
They like, you read that work?
Nah, he ain't read that shit. Give it
I'm
to
ready.
him.
I'm reading it now. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
when
got
he
it. I
get
Yeah,
never
I'm reading
really
it now. That shit
dove
is
into it because
yeah,
I
now
got,
you see what
I
I'm
got
saying,
that
Skywalker?
pacer.
You gotta read the work,
But
bro.
I got that pacer, so I can pull that shit
I
up.
mean,
They
this
like,
this shit is basically everything we've been discussing on Clubhouse.
no, it's not.
Yeah,
I
Cause
mean,
I
it's
mean,
nobody,
the
more,
whole
no,
it's
thing
more,
about
it's
it
more
is
intricate, but
even
no, it
it's
wasn't. Because I'm gonna be real. Nobody knew. Well, I didn't know. Nobody knew nothing about Monster getting extorted for 3-4 years. What else is in there? Nobody knew nothing about through his birthday party. No, the DC that everybody know out of Houston, Dallas wearing bugs and wiretaps. Nobody knew that.
no, I mean not that, but I'm saying mostly a lot of this is loosely based around what we've been discussing. They talk. I'm at this developing options right now. I'm getting into the city of Los Angeles shit now.
Yeah, but y'all know about the grid. That's
No,
there. But
I just got over that, but they was
a
talking
lot of
real
shit in
wild stuff.
there, bro. Cause I know
Talking
Monster.
about $550,000 yearly grant. So whatever else, I mean,
Yeah,
we
well, you know about that because you seen the contracts. But I
right.
know Monster, and cause he used to call me to get artists to to host his little club events. But I didn't know what else he was off into anyway. You know what I'm saying? Once I'm talking to you about buying a car, that's all I'm gonna talk to you about. I don't give a B. You should say what asshole on the phone. Listen, I tell a nigga the minute, hey, well, bro, listen, I'm talking. What is you talking to me about? I don't give about none of that, bro. Only thing I give about is this right here. I don't give about if your mama got sick. I don't give about if your car lot caught on fire. I don't give about none of that. All I'm asking you is what's happening with this contract and when it's coming back. I don't even talk. They ain't even talk to me about. I don't care because in my head, you trying to spin me and get off the business we supposed to talk about.
Was getting paid through Los Angeles. God damn. 2 million from the mayor's office of the city of Los Angeles.
The grid.
Damn. He's had a hell of a contract. He getting the city for money, the feds for money, the community for money. Taxing for real, the real check in.
Yeah, see, he was supposed to put somebody in that hot seat for as far as that community activist. What he was supposed to do was, if you were gonna be the puppet master pulling the strings, your ass or whatever was supposed to be behind the scenes. You were supposed to find somebody clean enough to put in that development option situation or whatever, and then just let them kick up to you whatever got to be kicked up, because that shit there, you playing behind enemy lines and shit or
Yeah,
whatever, and you don't
this
really
what
have no allies.
yeah, this what put him in a hot seat because he was the number one. He was the number one guy. Shit, man.
And it's like,
Right.
too, it's just on the flip side of it, like they gonna feel like he made a fool out of them, because it's like you got a guy that's getting funding from the city to stop gang violence and shit, and it's being the ultimate. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just, he definitely got a they got a vendetta against that. And they've been hearing because a lot of this shit that's in that indictment, whether people are fully aware of it or not, but everyone can kind of picture a moment where they've seen these niggas on camera, either directly or loosely corroborating whatever it is that they're being accused of. So it just looks, across the board. And the fact that these are being so loose and they're talking about themselves as individuals kind of leads me to believe, like I was saying before, these niggas don't understand the complexities of a RICO conspiracy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, after they took Gotti down in New York and shit like that, they indicted an entire corner in New York under some RICO, like a corner. So if you did anything wrong on a block or whatever, they could make you a part of a conspiracy or say that whatever you did was in furtherance of that. So it's not just like them niggas got to understand that their individual crimes don't remove them from it. It's like anything that you did, you saying all I did was this, all I did was this. They're saying that you did that shit in furtherance to the conspiracy. And the tricky thing about saying all I did was this is if you cop out, it was
It's
the same
still
thing they said
implementing
about
yourself.
Gunner.
It's still implementing yourself.
Yeah, because it's the same shit they said about Gunner. Like you're admitting that a conspiracy actually exists by you saying that I was a part of something, because everybody else is saying they're not.
And
So when one of your co-defendants is like, yeah, I was doing that, he spoke for all of y'all.
yeah, when somebody's snitching, it's over with. I mean, you could be.
He just implicated himself. Like, I mean,
That's what I
if
was
that's
telling
the
Wack. He
case,
ended up himself.
if that's the case, he no, I'm reading it. What I'm saying, bro, what I'm saying is this: a lot of, and I mean, I'm pretty sure the feds are going for more than that. That they're not the hearsay people, like per se. You know what I'm saying? Like, so what I'm saying is this: he had been loose-lipped enough to where nobody would be looking at the situation he's in and be shocked.
Right.
I'm not.
But see, this is what we was just saying about Deuce Sims. Lamont.
I'm gonna start right there. And then Carl Winslow, come on, bro. You don't be out and about a month and be out hanging out nowhere. I ain't never seen a person in my life, bro. I'm like, so all of a sudden, Carl Winslow at a Diddy party. That shit's crazy. I believe we should be able to find them pictures somewhere, bro. But so again, is it just say, just say all kind of shit,
That's why I don't understand why would he be surprised he in this situation because you can't
because
talk about this.
he know he been capping. So he like, how do you take some cap shit and paint it real? That's his whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, has it come down to that?
Shit, everybody still
I'm
there.
gonna keep it real with you. I thought the nigga was playing from the get go. I couldn't believe nothing he was saying.
Man,
So you really did that,
hey,
nigga?
bro,
What?
listen to me. We
Okay,
didn't
man.
fell out. We didn't fell out because I'll be like, I don't believe that. What you mean, nigga? That shit. That's what I mean. You know what I'm saying? Shit, nigga. I'm just telling you, nigga. You tell your story, and I'll let you tell your story. But if you asking me one on one, I'm gonna tell you, no, I don't believe.
I'm looking at this shit. Got names. Big U Enterprise. This shit is crazy.
Yeah, man, them broke into the shop and bugged that motherfucker.
Clubhouse TV. Clubhouse TV. Clubhouse TV.
Yo, what up, YouTube? Clubhouse TV, where the streets meet the stream. Today we're diving into the wild reactions of Wack 100 weighs in on Big U, Bricc Baby, and Loose Cannon RICO. So first up, Wack ain't holding back when it comes to Big U. The history runs deep, from being close affiliates to now trading shots. Wack recently caught out Big U for allegedly moving funny behind the scenes, claiming he's playing both sides and not really standing on business. He said, and I quote, Big U been moving like a politician, not a general. Wack's basically saying there's no loyalty left in the streets, and even OGs are switching up for clout and contracts. Now, when it comes to Bricc Baby, the tension's thick. Wack's been going at Bricc for what he says is fake politicking and acting like he's tapped in when he's really just playing the internet games. He's accused Bricc of riding waves and trying to inject himself in every LA beef just to stay relevant. And the shade didn't stop there. Wack even questioned Brick's street credentials, saying half these dudes be studio steppers with Clubhouse fingers. Then there's Loose Cannon, who he's saying he never believed the word he said. Said he had these outlandish stories and he told Loose, I don't believe that. But he's also dealing with a serious RICO chatter. I mean, Wack had a lot to say, warning the younger generation to stop flashing and start learning. He suggested Cannon might have gotten caught up in trying to prove too much online and that the feds are watching everything. Wack's been vocal that the streets are a trap. The streets are a myth, especially when people mix real moves with social media antics. He's calling for dudes to wise up, because clout is cool till it comes with time. So what do y'all think? Is Wack just stirring the pot, or is he spitting facts? Let me know what you think about the content in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you're always notified when I drop new content. Subscribe to the media team so you get that exclusive Wack 100 content. As always, I certainly appreciate y'all checking out Clubhouse TV. I'm off to the next one, y'all. I'm out.